Hey, good morning, church. Hope you guys are having a great morning so far. So we're starting through the book of Proverbs, and today we're in Proverbs 18. And so this chapter is very similar to a lot of the other ones. And last week when I made this video, I broke the whole chapter down into 3 different sections. This week, God was really telling me or pointing out these 3 verses that He really wanted me to look at and dig deeper into, right? And so, as you read through chapter 18, I'm just going to go over 3. But as you read through this, like I said last week, just don't take it all in at once. It's really hard to take all the wisdom in at once, right? And so, like I'm going to do today, those 3 verses that God really pointed out to me. Those are the ones, like those verses that God points out to you in your daily study. Those are the ones you need to fixate on. The ones that you need to put into practice, put into your heart. Josh challenged us to memorize a verse a week. And so as we read through the book of Proverbs, it's a great place to start and to memorize, right? And so the first verse in this chapter that I'm going to talk about is verse 10. And verse 10 says, in my Bible, it says, "The name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous run to it and are protected." So one of the reasons that God really pointed this out to me is the name of Yahweh is a strong tower. So when we think of God, we a lot of times we see an all-powerful being that is far away. And so God is with us, and God is here to fight our battles with us. Jesus came down and He died, He lived the perfect life, He died and He resurrected for us, for every single person, right? And so, we know the story and we see that, but then we don't think anything else of it. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower. God isn't just this far away being. He's here personally, and He's not just here with us personally. He's here to fight our battles for us. We can't win over the devil. There's no way we can win over sin. We are born with a sin nature as soon as we are born. And so God being the strong tower, God being the one who can defeat anything, nothing can defeat God. And as long as we give what our sins and our struggles are to God, then that's the only way we can overcome them. And so, verse 10, that one really stuck out to me. But then verse 11 goes right along with verse 10. It says, "A rich man's wealth is his fortified city. In his imagination, it is like a high wall." And so when it says a rich man's wealth, I want you to think that as worldly things. So, a lot of times through our struggles, we think about things in our life that can maybe help us. Maybe it's friends, maybe it's this certain addiction that we have. Maybe it's something of this world that we try and put in place of God. We try and make those things in the world to fight our battles. A rich man's wealth is his fortified city. In his imagination, it is like a high wall. In our minds, we try and put things of this world to fortify us, to make this high wall to fight our battles, to defend us. When in reality, no one can defend us but God. Just like in verse 10, the name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous run to it and are protected, right? And so the last verse that stuck out to me was verse 21. It says, "Life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit." And so life and death are in the power of the tongue. So the power of the tongue, as we see in James, is impossible to control. It's not impossible. It's very difficult to control. And so, like in James, it's considered, or it's compared to like a rudder of a ship, right? And so the power of the tongue is so powerful, and throughout our interactions with people, life and death are in the power of the tongue, because we are called to spread the gospel. That's how I took it, is God calls us to spread the gospel, and being in heaven is life, being in hell is death. And so life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. We spread the gospel. We push Jesus Christ to everyone in our job, in our life. And we show them that, like in verse 10, the name of Yahweh is a strong tower. We show them that our struggles are fought for us and won already for us through God. And so, this chapter was a really good chapter, and those 3 verses really stuck out to me. And I hope that, you listen like you do the challenge Josh challenged us to a couple weeks ago of memorizing a verse a week. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. God bless.